Whoa, you know what they say, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means? That means it's Gold Fever Radio time.
Hi, this is Journey. Welcome to Gold Fever Radio.
Whoa! Like living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine, and there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold make you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank, it ain't that long.
Well, good evening and welcome. I can't believe it's already Wednesday again. All right, I see our guest popped in there. All right. Yes, it is Wednesday. It is June the 5th, 2024. What is today? What's going on? There's only 210 days left in this year. This year is flying by. Today is National Ketchup Day, just in case you want to know that. It's also National Start Over Day. That is an excellent one. Start Over Day. It's National Veggie Burger Day. It's National Moonshine Day. It's National Gingerbread Day. And it's National Global Running Day. Some stupid ones in there. See, on this day in history, shortly after midnight on June 5th, 1968, everybody knows what happened then. Senator Robert Kennedy was shot at the Ambassador Hotel in L.A., and then he died the next day. Ronald Reagan died on this day in 2024. He was 93. 1944 was the starting, of Norman Day, invasion began. Okay, if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. You share birthdays like Kenny G. He's 68. He was born in 56. He's only a few months older than me. Wow, that's pretty cool. He doesn't look as good as me, though. But anyways, yes, I know it's hot out there, guys. I saw somebody just posted back in my hometown. It was 112. I'm only showing 104. So some of you guys elsewhere, it's hotter where you are than where I'm at. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, you guys know what the wheel has started. There's prizes on the wheel. You can check them out at the Facebook page, stuff like that. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, I sent my 6,000 in for repairs. Let's see who's in this chat room. Let's just run down this here. Who's the early bird? Richard Duke was the first one to pop in there. Josh Cooper, afternoon. Neil Young, howdy from Pencil, Kentucky. Mark, welcome. Richard Gibson from Michigan, hello. And Janon, hello. Guy Carl, Dallas Wright. And Florence, Arizona today, 104. Yeah, it's 104 right here, right now. So yeah, Herb Cato. Jack, did you send Mike my mailing address for the Golden Rule? I did, Herb. I sent it to him. See, I saw that info. I don't know, the other day. Anyways, yeah, I sent it to him, so he's got all that. Gentleman Prospector, hello. Jerry Prince, hello. All right, so we got a guest. Let's just not even waste any time. Let's just get this guest in here. He's over there sitting around right there. What? Oh, 1 minute? Okay, he's saying 1 minute. He's still figuring out his microphone, I can tell. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention down there to the 1 minute thing. Mike Bush. Hello. Mike sneaking in. There's no problem with that. So you guys just give me a circle when you're ready down in there then, Give me a head or okay that you're okay? All right. Let's try this. Let's bring in our guest right here. Hello.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, we hear you loud and clear.
Oh, there you go. I'm glad I got it figured out.
All right. Tom C, hello from Q-Town. Mama Bird, hello. Bobby Bazell, hello. Hello, guys. Welcome. So we got a guest tonight. Can you believe it? The one, the only. He's been all over the world prospecting. He knows more about prospecting than the average guy.
No.
All right. Thomas, introduce yourself to everybody that don't know who you are.
I am Thomas Folks. Some of you may know me as Thomas Pennyweight Folks. I've the state director for the GPA of Indiana.
Okay, well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. It's been a great show.
There you go. We're done. Yes.
Hey, so I got to ask you. So, we got a lot of questions to ask you.
Okay, cool.
How did you get the what's the penny weight? I guess, but you know.
Well, this was the deal. When I first started doing these YouTube videos, if you ever go back and look at some of my earlier ones, you'll see it says Thomas No Cool Gold Name Folks. People started giving me names. They started just coming in and saying, giving me suggestions for a middle name, And I really didn't care. I was just doing it as a joke. And somebody said Pennyweight, and I was like, well, okay, I like that because here in Indiana, our gold is not that great. I mean, it's fine as can be. It's all ground up. But I said, if I can get a pennyweight a year, I'll be happy.
A pennyweight a year. So, okay, so you like to go down and dredge. You still dredging in that one camp?
Yeah, I'm going to be there this weekend actually at Cottonwood. At Cottonwood.
You go down there quite often, don't you?
Believe it or not, I didn't go at all last year. I was amazed. It was surprised me that I didn't go. But yeah, I go down there quite a bit though.
Yeah, so you've got to clean that area out by now.
Well, I got 1.5 miles of creek, so I haven't quite cleaned it all out yet.
So, what's your biggest take on gold down that creek?
Oh, probably for a good weekend. If I get 0.6 of a gram, I'm happy.
0.6 of a gram. How many pennyweights is that?
That's not even a pennyweight. That's probably not quite a half.
How many pennyweights are in an ounce?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
I thought you would know that.
Well, it's 1.5. It's 1.5 grams is a pennyweight. So if you
20 DWTs to a I believe that's what it is. 20.
Sounds close. Yes.
To an ounce. And how'd they ever come up with the pennyweights?
Well, I don't know. That was some French measuring system, I think, at that time for their measuring system. I have no clue.
I was testing.
I'll leave that to you.
Well, back in the olden days, to get a drink, it was a pennyweight, and pennies in the old days that was the weight of them. 20 DWTs made an ounce. So that's how they.
There you go.
You get an ounce of gold if you had 20 pennyweights. Yeah, gentleman prospector, 20 equals an ounce. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, since you're pennyweight, these are all things you got to know. So when people say that, you got it all down, man.
Yeah, well, you see how much attention I pay to it. So.
Well, you had the 1.5. I would have known that without looking that up. So.
Yep, 1.5 grams. Yep, I did look that part up.
What's your favorite thing then? How you're prospecting? We're talking about you getting all this gold. What's your favorite equipment for prospecting?
Oh, gosh. I still probably, if it comes right down to it, I still think I love dredging the best. But I'm starting to really like metal detecting now. I'm starting to really get into it, and I'm really starting to like it, especially coming down there.
Oh yeah.
So it's metal detection is a really close second.
So you've been coming out. You've been going out in the Morristown area, right?
Yeah. So the most part, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you found any nuggets out there detecting?
Oh yeah, I've found. The biggest I found is a gram, but I've found several of those. I found quite a few half grammars and you know, a little smallers, but yeah, I'm starting to figure out the ground out there. So it's taking me this long to kind of figure out the ground.
Is that on the GPA claim or Roadrunner claim?
No, no, actually, this was a place that Bill Southern had taken me,
Oh, okay. That's
and
yeah, it could have been a Roadrunner claim then.
yeah, and I've gone to, you know, I've kind of now belonged to a few clubs out there, a few of the smaller clubs, and so I kind of go to a lot of their different claims too when I'm there. Yours is the only ones I haven't been to here lately.
Well,
I know.
so what detector are you using when you come out?
Primarily now the 6000.
Oh, you do got a 6000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what I said when I went to a AKAU. I wished I would have had a 6000 with me.
Yeah, I know. I took a gold monster. That was the only one I had at that time. So
Yeah,
when I went, I only had that one, and so.
yeah, I know. That's what I had to. And I saw that you also went to the other place.
Oh yeah, chicken. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gold Fever Prospecting. Yes.
What's that? Gold Fever Prospecting, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what all do they do there?
Oh, we just dredge. It's just a dredge camp. I was at home. I was loving every minute of it.
How long was you there?
We were there for about, let me see if I remember my days. It was there a good solid week. I mean, a good 6 days, you know.
Okay, so you went for just a week then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And how much gold did you dredge?
We pulled out, and we really didn't work hard, so we pulled out 1.5 ounces.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, we didn't, you know, I look at my trips more like vacation. Prospecting is part of the vacation package. So I don't necessarily have to spend all my time doing it, but I like to try and, you know, get a decent amount in.
Well, hell, so is that just what you got to keep then? You got to keep 1.5 ounces?
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. That's what we pulled out. Yeah, we pulled out 1.5 ounces.
Well, that paid for your trip, didn't it?
Close, just not too bad. You pay for part of it. Yeah, because
Crap.
there were 2 of us that went, so.
Oh, well, for that, I'd go down there, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a nice place. I mean, you're remote. I mean, there's no running into town. You're going to be at the campsite, and that's where you're going to be. Unlike AKAU, where Nome is just over the hill. Yeah. Chicken, from where the camp is to Chicken, you're about 1 mile down the river.
So, but do they got ATVs that you can zoom into town to then and get supplies or get drinks or something?
No, you can only get there by the river. That's the only way you can get there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got to take all your drinks when you land before you get up there then, huh?
Yep, that's one of the things they take you into town before you leave. They make sure you buy everything you want to take up there with you, and you take it up. Yep.
Wow.
It was really a nice though, believe it or not, as remote as it was.
Man, you run out of alcohol, that suck.
Well, I'm sure they would probably take a trip down and get you some in Chicken there, but
So, what's the biggest pieces of gold in Chicken there?
oh, it's all fine gold. Yeah. They were saying that there's a spot on the river where you could possibly find bigger stuff, but I didn't think that was part of their claim. I think that was just somebody else's, and it's only a small area. So, but yeah, there was fine gold. There was some good fine gold there. Good fine gold.
Is the gold there bigger than what it was up in Indiana on that creek?
Oh yeah. It's a little bigger. Let's see. Hold on here. Where's my little file? So it's a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, gold, man. I wished I had some gold. Hey, well, that's about what, $2,500 worth of gold right there.
Yeah, maybe a little more. I haven't looked at prices here lately, but it's probably a little more than that.
Well, while we're right on it, let's just do current market prices, current metal prices. Gold right now is at $23.55.
Wow.
Silver 30.01. Platinum is 1,004, and rhodium is 5,400. So that's pushing
3,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I have is pushing 3,000 then. That's pretty cool.
Gold. Oh yeah, because you got an ounce and a half. You said right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So still, well, this is the way I look at it. If you go to sell it, they'll tell you that it's not real gold, and
Right. Yeah.
therefore they only want to give you 80%.
Right.
But when you go to buy gold, all of a sudden it's premium, and you're
Right.
paying 20% over. So now
Yeah.
wait a minute here. Either it's real or it's not real. You can't
Right.
have it
Yeah.
both ways. so
Yeah.
and as long like if I go out and detect, let's say I'm metal detecting, and I spend all day and I find one piece of gold. Well, value wise, it might be worth $20, but to me, it's worth 1,000 because it took me
Exactly.
longer to get it.
Yes. 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 I love finding gold while I'm metal detecting. It's just because you're gonna get a lot of junk, so that's just a given. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, when you find that piece of gold metal detecting, it's like, okay, I'm good. I'm there now.
Yeah, no, I've kind of become metal detector. So my detector, because I was one of the very first ones that got it when they first came out,
Hmm.
and apparently they had uh, what I've heard is a grounding problem where they chatter a lot. They're always making noise. It's not quiet, so you're always
Right.
feeling like you're getting a target or getting a signal. So eventually, I just now sent it in last week.
Oh, so yours was doing that.
Yes, because it
Okay.
was one of the originals. So other people told me they've sent it in and they have fixed that grounding issue so it's more quieter. So,
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I've had that problem because mine seemed to be pretty stable for the most part. I actually changed over to a different coil uh, the last time I was down there. Um, it seemed to be a lot more stable. The coil, it seems to be a lot stabler signal and a lot clearer signal. So
which one did you switch to?
I went to the Coil Tech Gold Hawk. Yeah,
Which one?
the Coil Tech. It's a Coil Tech.
I meant the
Oh, the 14. I think it was the 14x9.
okay, so you went to the alluvial one then.
Yes. Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had that originally and I thought it was a little too heavy, so I went to the 9-inch Coraltech round 9-inch.
Did you? Hmm.
And
Well,
it,
it is a little heavy, but
yeah,
you know, eh, I
yeah,
like it. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did, but yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, drinks get expensive towards the end of the week. Mama Bird, Jack, should that dummy be moving behind? I hope not.
Hey,
Uh,
quit calling me a dummy.
yeah. Roberto Garcia. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Uh, so you keep saying every time you come out here, you're going to come over, and you never come over.
I know. Well, this time I didn't have as much time as I thought we were going to have. Last year would have been a better time because we were there for at least a solid 14 days. This time we were not there
Oh,
that long, and so I got to, I packed it in as much as I could in the time that I could. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to make it to you.
no, well, you know what? You got better gold over there right now, so I keep saying I'm going to go hunt that area too, but I just don't make it over there.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see if we can't link up though this next year when I come down.
Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
warning when you come out, and I'll come over there and do some detecting over there.
Sure. Yeah. That's a bet. That's a deal.
I've only been out there one time with Bill out there.
Have you?
Yeah, rubber ducky prospecting. Oh, yeah, he knows the spots, but I think that's where he's going is on the Roadrunners claims out there. Cause see, do you have a YouTube channel as well, Thomas?
Yes, I do. I wish I had put it up there, but yes, it's Thomas Pennyweight Folks. Last name is spelled Fowlkes.
Folks, like hello, folks.
Yep.
Thomas Pennyweight, folks. Well, geez, we ran into you. Was the first time back in Cottonwood?
No, I think I ran into you at the Phoenix Gold Show before then.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I think that was the first place I had ran into you at.
okay. Then then ran into you out there at
Right.
the
Yeah,
Gulf.
and then out at Cottonwood. Yep. But yeah, how is Lisa? I hadn't seen or heard anything from her. How's she doing?
Neither have I, so don't feel bad.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off there.
Okay, there we go. Then enough said. We can move on to something else now.
uh, well, I've only been out once. I think one time since back there. I think we went to. I went out on the Arkansas River in Colorado with some guys that have a claim out there, and went out there and looking forward. I think July or August going to go back out there again.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Well, when I went, the river was too high, so we had to kind of hug the bank. We couldn't get out in the water,
Got it.
so we found was a lot of black sands and a little bit of fines, but the gold's out, and it's probably similar what you're getting at chicken. It's a lot of the fine type gold,
Right.
but gold is gold.
Yeah, it is. And Colorado's probably one of the places I haven't gone. It is one of the places I haven't gone to yet. There's still a few states I'd like to hit, and then of course I want to hit Australia one day too, but I don't know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, when you go down there, you got to carry mosquito netting and all types of bug spray. You take because you think the bugs are bad in Alaska, man, they're really bad up there.
Yeah.
MG Toe, welcome. So, have you ever thought about going back to AKU?
I do. I want to go back. I just don't know when I'm going to go. The problem is from here is of course is airfare. From here it's a little pricey because the camp is really not that bad, and really the airfare, if you really get down to it, it's really not bad, but it'll be a couple of us, and so it becomes a little pricey when it becomes more than one person. But yes, I would love to go back.
Well, you went. See, we went during the COVID year. You went before we did. Then, was you there in the same year?
I think we were there in the same year. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was 20, I think, when we went. I believe it was 20.
19 or 20. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I guess it was 20.
Yeah, it was 20. It was 20 because we were talking about it. You were asking me about.
Yeah, about questions.
Yeah, you had questions, right? So yes, it was the same year.
Okay, so you went like a week or two before I got there then.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I took up there the Gold Monster and the 2300. I didn't find crap with the 2300, so when I came back, I sold it. But yeah, I found. I think I got 32 nuggets. I think with the Gold Monster and.
Oh wow.
The other stuff with the high banking and stuff like that. But no, I wished I had the 6,000. Man, I want to go back with that 6,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know what? I think we found like 12. We found like 12 nuggets with the monster. But I never went back up to Snowflake. We went to the we stayed at the Gillette, and then there was another little place that was
that private property that you could go down on once in a while that they would take you to.
Yeah, we went there. That's where we found the majority of the nuggets, was that private place. And then there was another little spot that if Gillette, the one that was behind the camp there.
Yeah.
If you turned right, if you went right instead of left to go to that one, there was another place you could go and metal detect that. And we found one or two there.
That little wash-like thing.
Yeah. It was all of it's kind of, you see tailing piles everywhere, so I can't really tell you that, but there were a bunch of tailing piles there, so yeah.
Yeah, I know where they had some of the old equipment down in there on that one area. I think we found some there, and then we found some over in that wash, and then we found some where they would go up and do the scrape up there.
You found some in the wash by the camp there?
Yeah.
See, I didn't find anything there, yeah.
And with that Gold Monster, I mean, we were picking up, man, the minute, and then we were raking down a little bit too.
That's probably why we didn't.
And then the private area, we've got some good stuff too. But yeah, man, I think when you leave the camp and you take that road out and then you made the right and you drop down in that valley where some of that equipment was and all of that. I think that's where we did the best at.
Okay, yeah.
Tripping Tommy.
But yeah, I would love to get back up, and I think I'm gonna try and get back up there in the next few years. I'm not for sure exactly when, but
I
yeah,
can't
we're
afford it.
gonna.
See, I got a good deal when I got to get up because we had it was a group thing that put
Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, that's exactly
together.
what we did. Yeah.
And so it was, well, it was better for me because I got some perks out of that deal.
Ah,
But so that's why I enjoyed it so much. But no, I'd like to do something else and go back. Tad says, hello, Thomas. Hello, Tad.
hey Tad, what's going on?
Johnny Turtle, 32 nugs. What was the total weight? That I don't remember what the total weight was. There was a picture. I've got a picture posted someplace. It's an arrow, is what it is, that I showed a lot of that gold. I mean, arrow north to Alaska was a lot of that gold. I don't think I weighed it out totally,
Right.
but it's nice gold. All gold is nice gold.
That's what I was gonna say. It's all nice as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so like Meadview, I've been going up into Meadview. That's up by Lake Mead, and I hit a spot last year. Man, I was pulling out. I bet you I pulled over 300 nuggets out of this area.
Oh wow.
And now that I go up there, I can go 3 days without finding one. It's just like it's just. I've hammered it so bad that now I'm just looking for a crumb that I missed here or there.
The whole claim? You've hit the whole claim that bad
No,
already?
no. This was just one area where I hit the nugget patch.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say that's a lot. You've been out there a lot.
Yeah, no, that's 160 acres out there, but I've only been playing on this one area where we've been finding some gold at.
Nice.
Yeah, so Adrian says, do y'all keep your gold all together? Do you keep it separate, like Arizona gold, California gold, all of that? Do you separate all your gold or keep it together?
I separate what I find the first time. If I go to Arizona, the first gold I got in Arizona, I keep that separate. Everything after that, I don't really care so much about it. I just want to have a little bit from wherever I go, and I separate it and label it in vials and that kind of thing.
So you keep them separate then. So you
Yes.
can so this I got from Arizona, this I got from Colorado, this I got from.
Right. And I don't know why I started doing that. I just started doing it.
And me, I don't keep my gold. I don't keep gold.
Well, when you have that much of it, I guess you don't have to keep it.
No, gold is just a commodity. I did for the longest time, but up there at Meadview, what we're finding up there is these ugly looking rocks.
Oh, meteorites.
Yeah,
You're finding meteorites. Nice.
yeah. There was a whole giant meteorite. This is the biggest one I found. This one was 116 grams.
So that's a strewn field that's up there then.
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to come up there just for that.
Oh yeah. So I've been hunting over there. The first day I was up there, within a week, I found 8 of them, and then I went on a dry spell and couldn't find one. Hunt all day, couldn't find one, and then last time up there, I found 2. But
And your detector's picking them up.
oh yeah, yeah.
They should. I mean, it should. Yeah.
Yeah. That the biggest one I found was probably only down a couple inches, and then I dug down probably about 12 inches, maybe 8 and 9 inches for one. But yeah, they're up there. So and there's gold up there too. But if you're hunting meteorites, you tend to go a lot faster
Right.
than
Yeah.
if you're hunting gold, because you just want to cover area as quickly as you can. For that gold, you got to go super slow. So it's not as conductive as a meteorite is. So
Right. But yeah, that would be nice to have one of those and say I found a meteorite. Yeah.
well, one of these times when you're out there, there's meteorite strewn field up there by Franconia too, which is up there on 40 north of Lake Havasu area up in there.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
All I've ever found up there was the 50 caliber bullets. They're all over up there.
Which kind? Which muskets or
No, that's where they had all the airplane, I guess, and
actual military bullets.
yeah, and they're all over the place. So it's like they fire them, and you get
Right.
a line and just pick them up, and then you'll find the clips from them and then
Okay.
you'll find the shells, the brass, and then you'll
The
find the little
brass.
bitty pieces of wire,
Uh,
whatever
mhm.
the wire was from the ignition or something. I guess I don't know, but yeah. So those drive you crazy, and some of them 50 calibers can be down about 18 inches.
Yeah, they could be down there in the ground a ways. Yes.
And then I think they fired some 30 calibers too, but those are all over up there. But that's all I
Well,
found. I haven't found no
I,
meteorites up there, but
bullets are just, it's amazing where you find bullets out there. I mean, they're just every freaking where. You go out so deep you think, okay, no, possibly nobody could be out here firing. You'll find bullets.
well, and then you got to figure some of the sometimes people fire the bullets can go a mile or so more,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they can fire from the house. And Steve, hello, Richard, Duke. Is there any meteorite fields in Indiana that you know of?
Not that I know of. Every once in a while you'll see or hear something about one landing someplace, but it's only gonna it's not a major place for meteorites.
There's a website. I forget what it is, but if you Google it, it'll tell you all the states, and tell you where they're at. Uh, Difference between a meteorite and a hot rock. Uh, I've actually thought I've dug down out there in Lake Mead area. I've dug down 8 or 9 inches, and it's just been a stupid hot rock. Generally, hot rocks sound the same as a piece of gold or a meteorite. Uh, a lot of
Uh,
times, well, you do a scratch test. If you take a meteorite, take your toilet lid off the back of your toilet lid, the porcelain, and you scratch test a meteorite, generally it won't leave any mark at all, or maybe a very light colored
huh.
mark. Uh, a hot rock or hematite or magnetite is going to leave a black or reddish streak. So there's one way you can tell if it's meteor or not.
Well, I was gonna say there's no difference because I curse them all when I'm out there looking.
Yeah, and a lot of times the Steve Peasley, hello. A lot of times, some of the hot rocks they sound off when you're going away from the target,
Hmm.
where meteorites or gold will sound going into the target. So that's another way to tell if it's
Yep,
garbage.
that is it.
So, other than that, uh, the master. Oh, you know what I should do? I should play my commercial before I
Oh,
forget.
yeah.
Want to hold off a second while I play
Sure.
this? We'll
I
take a
got.
little break, folks. We'll be right back.
ICMJ, the International California Mining Journal, was first published in 1931, 93 years old this year. Since our first issue, our goal has remained the same, and that is to provide miners with a voice, a marketplace for their goods and services, and to offer expert advice and tips from our knowledgeable writers, miners, geologists, all in the field. We still offer our 12 and 24-month print subscriptions, but keeping up with the times and with our reader requests, the digital online subscription option allows for a simple and gorgeous reading experience using your preferred technology, your phone, your tablet, or computer. Sign up for our print, online, or both print and online at www.icmj.com or call us at 831-479-1500. For our advertising services, both display advertising and classifieds, select the Miners Market section or call us. Happy prospecting.
Happy prospecting.
Love that magazine. Love that magazine.
Yeah, and if you don't get a subscription to the magazine, you better call and get a subscription. So the longest time, everybody kept telling me I need to write an article. So last month I sent in, not last month, the month before, I sent an article in. So I finally got
Oh, really?
it. I did. On
When does it
drywall.
get,
Huh?
which one is it published in? Which one is it in?
Not this last month, the prior one. So that would
Okay.
have been, what was that? So let's see. I don't even know where we at.
We're in June right now.
So May came out, and before May was what, April?
Yeah.
So it was in April, I guess.
Oh, I'm about to go back and look at it. I don't remember seeing it. What was
Yeah.
it about?
Dry washing.
Oh, okay, okay. I think I did manage to see. I don't know if I read it though, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of dry washing. I haven't done a lot of that. So,
Oh, I just sent another one in the other day too. So we'll see if this comes out this week's or this month's issue. So
yeah, I met Josh last year. I had never met the guy, and I met him last year at up in California when I went to California.
yeah, he's got a bunch of good claims to go up. You just can't dredge there in California. That's the
Yeah, I
sad.
know. But you know what? I have fun just sluicing. I have fun just going out and sluicing and metal detecting there just as well.
Yeah. Let's see. So there's a guy in here. Says, "Howdy, guys." Thomas Pennyweight Falk.
I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who he is.
Just got my June magazine. Yeah, June. Oh, June came out. Maybe I get them a little earlier. I don't know, but yeah, I've already had June. Uh, June's out. Well, yeah, we're in the middle of. Oh, we're the fifth already. Yeah, so he's Josh is pretty good on getting these magazines out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He did really good at taking over that and doing all that work. Oh, Thomas left us. Oh no, we lost Thomas. Mike, yeah, the crossword puzzles are part two. There he is. I don't know where
I don't know
he
what happened.
he
Something
took
happened.
he took a break. You're saying, "Oh, I don't like that crap. I'm out of here." Boom.
No, I don't know what happened. I, I'm bouncing back between windows to see the chat, and I
Oh,
must have hit something wrong. I don't know what it was.
okay. Rocky Mountain Prospector. Yeah. So the crossword puzzles are hard too. I've never made it back to the crossword puzzle, but yeah, I'm like you. I don't read either, so I just store them. And if they're like information, and if I need to know something, like when I get them, I'll say, "Oh yeah, that's information I'll need one day." So I'll store it in the information pile. If it's just talks about something I don't won't ever read, I'll store that in the non-information pile. So then when I say, "What were they talking about? The metal detecting and or whatever the lidar is?" So I'll say, "Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta go back and find that one," and so I read about the lidar.
and that's yeah, and actually that's one of the things I need to look up. I need to look at some lidar stuff.
I just got to. Huh. I don't know who that is. Somebody just pulled into camp. I don't know who it is. Somebody pulled into camp. Huh. Oh man, that hurt looking outside. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let Thomas. I'm going to let you talk for a while.
Oh, well, that'll be fun.
I'm going to the front door,
Okay.
and I'll be right back. Say hi to everybody. Tell everybody who you are, what you do.
I think I've already did all that already, but yes. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen here. But yeah, guys have any questions for me? I think I can see the chat now. I love the LiDAR data layer in. Oh, Caltopo. Okay, that's what I'm going to look at. I've got to do some research for some California stuff, and LiDAR seems to be the way to go. Um, it's Northern California, so it's pretty overgrown. So I need to see if I can see some of the old workings. Talk about being on the spot. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He just threw me out there, threw me to the wolves. But yeah, I've been looking for this stuff for about 10 years now, and I'm just now starting to finally catch on to some of it. Different everywhere you go, and I've gone to several places, so it's taking a lot. Patty, I've only been detecting probably about 4 years, really. Um, I wanted to try it because I've done most every other form of gold prospecting. I've done the panning, I've done the lucine high banking. I've done the whole gambit of that, and I really like all of it actually. Uh, just my favorite, though, like I said, is dredging. Um, but yeah, I've only been doing it about 4 years, and I'm not done too bad considering I'm a newbie at it. Any reason you chose a chicken area? Uh, yeah, Richard. I chose that because it's a camp. It's an actual dredge camp. I don't have to worry about looking for the claims. I don't have to worry about um, basically carrying food, carrying a lot of equipment. Um, it's all there for me. I'm just paying to just really just go do the prospecting and finding the gold. So it's a lot easier that way.
Oh, you're so good, Thomas.
I'm,
Somebody that want to know about gold panning, if they could gold pan here. Uh,
oh, is that what it was? Okay.
yeah,
I'm trying to answer. Let's see. What
yeah,
got you into prospecting? Herb. Okay. And then I'll get to yours, Mark.
did you
What got me into prospecting was the gold shows. That's what initially got me started. Gold Rush was probably the thing that got me started. But one Friday evening, I can remember the day. I happened to be just at home by myself, and it was kind of late, and I'm thumbing through the channels, going through the channels, and I run across the Outdoors channel. I had never seen it, never even knew about it. And there was this quirky guy on there, and he happened to be in Tennessee on that episode, and that was Gold Fever. And that made me decide to look to see if there was any gold in Indiana because it's not natural here. It's so once I did it, then I started finding out a lot about how the gold got here and all that sort of thing. How often do you get to prospect? Well, as I still work, unfortunately, I still have a job. Um, After next year, hopefully in 26, I'll retire. Well, into 25, I'll retire. So then hopefully I'll get to go out a lot more. But I usually go about at least once a month at least once a month. I'll just put it that way.
so did you see Patty? How
Yeah,
long you
I got patties. Yeah, I got patties.
Steve wants to
Um,
know where are you from?
I'm from Indiana. That's where I primarily reside. So uh, this is where we have all the nice, fine glacial gold dust.
Turbo Tyler, hello. Good, finally made a life. Yeah, I saw a device that you can hook onto your drone that does lidar. Thought, oh my gosh, but it's like thousands of dollars. So,
Yeah,
or you can
I'm
get
not.
the drone itself that comes with it, but they do have the device you can just clip onto it too.
Yeah.
Mike, have you ever detected in California? You get that area?
Have you detected? Oh, this is for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have detected. That is the only place I have not found gold detecting yet, though.
If you use your drone searching superstitions, you can't fly a drone into superstitions.
Yeah. No, you can't do that.
Uh, I went to Cottonwood Trails in May for Freedom Fest, Rocky Mountain Prospector. Brad Hayden says.
Oh, well, yeah. I couldn't make that there, Rocky. I was in actually New Hampshire. I went to New Hampshire that weekend. Um, they had a miners outing up in Bath, New Hampshire there. So I went out there and played around in their river and found a little bit of gold and met a lot of great people.
Patty says, were you hooked after the first time you detected?
If you're asking me if I was hooked on detecting or hooked on gold, yes. If you're asking about detecting, that would be yes. But I found gold long before detecting, so I was hooked on gold long before I was hooked on detecting for gold.
I remember I used to go, well, we used to have claims. Oh, I got to get rid of that dot on me now. We used to have claims down by Stanton area. And we used to go out there and camp all the time. And all these people would come out and say, they were metal detecting. And they would say, well, you guys are on the wrong claim. That's not that claim. So they'd leave. We got so sick and tired of these detectors. We just dry washed. We didn't detect. We were just dry washing.
Hmm.
We we drove around on our ATVs and we had gigantic sacks of BBs, and we scattered these BBs
Oh,
all
Jesus.
over the place. You can talk to Bill Southern; they're still finding them BBs to this date. Well, since then I've took up detecting, but that's one area I would never ever go to detect.
Really? I think I went to one of your. I think I went. That was the only claim of yours I think I ever went, was the one that's close to Stanton there, and that was when you first kind of had those. So when you first kind of started that, and that was the
Oh,
the only time I went out there. At that time, I don't think I only had I had a gold bug too, which was a nightmare for me. I'm a new user and I'm trying to use this thing, and I was like, ugh.
oh yeah. So let's see. I hope to meet you, Thomas, at the Nugget Hunt this year. Okay.
Oh, the nugget hunt. Yeah. I'm planning on trying to be there. Hopefully everything works out and I'll get back up there. It was fun last year.
I wish I could. Steve said he just drew through Indiana a few hours ago near Cleveland. Now, hey Steve, you been? Did you go to a place and drop off some chips all over the place there? He only got like about 5,000 of them. He was going to spread them all over the country and go put some there in Mine Labs headquarters right there.
Oh, really?
Leave them all around that area. Let's see. Going to go boil in the sun. Barge tailing with the detectors. I will be at the Nugget Hunt again this year. Okay. All caught up with everything.
Yep. Looks like we're caught. I think I got everybody.
Yeah, there's difference in. I was out here on the claim out here. Oh, this was a few years ago, and I was using the 7,000 then.
Mm-hmm.
I get a target, and I'm digging down. That 7,000 will go deep. And I'm digging down. I was probably down about 12 inches or so, and all of a sudden the target went away. And I thought, wow, that was weird. You hear these ghost signals all the time, stuff. So
Right.
target went away. So then I go to push the dirt back into the hole, and I noticed on my pick,
Yeah.
there was this rock stuck to it. Well, this rock that was stuck to it is a meteorite.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
And this one though is iron, so I mean it's heavily duty stuck. You can scrape and see
Right.
the iron in it. The ones up in the Meadview area, they're what they're called stonies.
Okay, got you.
They're
So
still
they're
iron, but they're not as magnetic as the other ones are. They're not as smooth. I mean, you see the fusion crust where it
Right.
came in, but they're not like all smooth and everything like some of the other. That's great that you get to retire so soon. Well, Thomas is already in his 70s, guys. So come on.
Not quite that old, but close.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. His birthday's next month, I think it is, ain't it?
Who, mine? Mine's not till November.
Oh, is it November?
Yeah.
So he'll be what, 76 in November?
No. No. Don't get me there so fast. I'm trying to slow it down as much as possible.
But you're too young to retire.
I wish. I'm 64 this year. I'll be 64 this year.
Well, then shit, I should have already been retired then. Well, so you could take Social Security. So you're taking it later then, huh?
I'll take it. I'll take it at 65 because I've retired from the Army Reserve. I did that, so I'm pulling that already. So this is
okay.
just I'm working as a civilian for the Army, so I'm just gonna retire and then take my Social Security and all that stuff at the same time. So.
Oh. Well, I knew you was doing something. I thought that was secret government operations. That's why I never brought nothing like that up.
No, nah.
Let's see, July 26th, day before the Nugget
Hunt.
Oh, well, happy
Oh,
birthday.
cool.
Let's see. Hey, Jack, is gold? Let's see. If gold is denser than iron, why doesn't the Earth have a golden core instead of an iron core? You know what? It's gold. Gold
Well.
is because iron is heavier than gold. If you look at it, let's see. Gold is very. When I say dense, gold it doesn't have conductivity. It's very Like if you go over an ounce of iron, it will scream louder than if you go over an ounce of gold. Or if you go over a gram of gold compared to a gram of iron. Iron is heavier, more dense. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, and it'll be a sheer volume thing. There's a lot more iron at the center of the core than there's probably. It's only going to be a fraction of gold. It's only going to be a fraction of that composed compared to the iron core. It's just the numbers game. You know, there's not that much gold. Now, if you could find enough gold to put on the planet, you probably could put it to the core, but that would cause all kind of problems.
Yeah. So that's why, because iron probably does something with the magnetic pole of the earth and all of that stuff to keep it in balance and everything. So
yep, that's what creates the magnetic fields. That's what's keeping us from burning up from the sun and all these other things. So yeah, I don't think you'd want to swap them.
If you walked outside right now, I would think I was burning up because it figured hot out there. I thought the sun was on top of me. Yeah, we're close to the sun right now. How do you know the center of the earth isn't made of gold? Because it can't be.
We would have found a way to get there.
Yeah. I did in Chicago, Wisconsin, Texas, and New Mexico. A lot of love truck stuff. Cool. Yeah, it's just a magnetic thing with the earth. You have to look at if you go to Google and you see the earth and how the crust are made up, you'll see how the layers of what, and you'll see what the center of the earth is. So Google that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if it's on the internet, that means it's true.
Okay.
So how often do you get out to Cottonwood?
Well, I'll go out there. Like I said, go out there this coming weekend. Will be the first time for this year. I probably will get out there a couple more times before the year ends. Like I said, I didn't make it at all last year, which is just unheard of for me. But I had a lot of things last year, so.
Well, tell old Jimmy I said hello.
Yep, I'll do that.
Yeah, he'll say, "Who? Who's that guy?" Oh yeah, he was a troublemaker guy. I remember him. Yeah.
He was a troublemaker guy?
Yeah, that's what he'll say. Oh, you're talking about that.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was a troublemaker guy. Yeah, I know who he was. Yeah. No, it was all right. You know, we were looking at the time for places to go dredging,
right.
You know, and so that was a place that we ran across that did dredging. So we worked out a deal there. We did one in Colorado too.
Right. Yeah, you were traveling at that time, if I remember right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We came back with the group of people to dredge back there, and yeah, we was going to go to Tennessee. Have you ever been there to that place in Tennessee?
I have not gone to Tennessee. What's that? Coker Creek or whatever that's called. That area.
Yeah, Coker.
Yeah, I've not gone there. I've not gone there.
No.
Nope. I'm going through there because I go to Georgia. I go to Georgia from time to time, so it takes me right through Coker Creek. But I've never stopped there to look for any gold or anything.
You've dredged in Georgia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where at Georgia? On the LDMA claims?
No, actually, well, it's down the street from there. The Weekend Gold Miners claim.
Oh.
They have a couple of claims in Georgia, so I go there.
Georgia would be that's the Loud Mine, I think, in Georgia.
Yeah, Loud Mine's right down the street. Yeah.
So
it's on the same. It's actually on the same river. It's just.
Oh, okay.
It's just the camp is right down. You know, it's a little further down the road.
Yeah, we did some dredging there at the Loud. I've dredged Loud, and then we dredged in the Vein Mountain there. That's in North Carolina.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
I've been there, but I didn't dredge there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. We did something in South Carolina too. I didn't think they allowed dredging, but we did something there. I don't remember what we did there, but anyways, but that was years and years ago. I was still young back in those days.
You're not young now?
Not anymore. I'm catching up to you in the age.
Oh wow! Don't get there.
No,
But
Mark.
yeah,
No, I passed you, Thomas. I passed you a few years ago, buddy.
well, that's all right.
I
You
know.
still look like you're doing all right.
I've already got my Social Security, and let's see, Mark. Where did you guys find your first gold from? Where did you find your first gold from?
I found my first gold here in Indiana, but it was from Gatesville. If you ever do a Google search of gold in Indiana, that'll be the first. That'll probably be the first place that comes up. Um, it is just a place where I guess a lot of people must have eventually first went, and not. And what I mean by that, I mean mostly modern times, not so much as olden times. But um, it's a nice little creek. It's ran by, or I should say that the person you need to talk to is Robin. They have a little store there that they run, and you can just go right down the road and right into the creek.
Oh, they let you dredge there too?
You can dredge there. You can camp there. They have little camping grounds.
Have you dredged there?
Oh yeah, I've dredged there a few times. Yeah,
Is there decent gold there, or is it the
it's not.
same as Cottonwood?
It's probably on par with Cottonwood. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get away from where everybody goes, you got to get away from where everybody, because everybody goes to the easy places, So
Yeah.
you've got to just move a little away from that, and then you don't
Well,
do too bad.
Well, at Cottonwood, you'd put your dredge in, then you'd float all the way downstream, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can go downstream. I prefer to be at the top part. That's where I'm going to go this time. I've been all over the place. I mean, I've been all over this creek, but I've got some business to finish up at the top part that I've been saying I'm going to go finish up, and I'm going to try and do that this weekend.
Well, you got to think by theory, I guess. If it's coming down creek, the gold, though, the further up the creek you go, the better the gold should be.
Yeah, especially in the spot that I go to, because now it's not easy to get into. You have to walk down the creek. So um, uh, when I first started going, it was fairly easy to get into, but now it's not so easy. So uh, I don't think anybody's going there anymore. So I should probably find some decent stuff, hopefully.
Have a good thing there. My first gold came from Arizona. Let's see, Mike. Hey, when you went to Alaska, were skeeters heavy in the evening? I would assume they were bad everywhere near water. That came and went. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes they were bad, sometimes they weren't. It just depends. You know, sometimes there was none. I don't remember the
yeah,
skeeters really being heavy there.
yeah. They weren't bad. I mean, I remember we had to actually probably spray ourselves once because they just happened to be bad that day, and I don't know why. I don't know what made it to be that way, but all the other times we never really put on anything, and we were just fine.
Yeah, 'cause I don't remember. Uh, Maybe if after it rains or something they come out or something, but yeah, I don't remember. I remember out there just picking blueberries and eating them one time out, out in the field, and then all of a sudden I stopped and I thought, well, wait a minute here. Maybe somebody took a piss on some of these blueberries. Uh, Hello, Roland Saxton, prospecting and exploring. Uh, yeah, but you always plan for mosquitoes and stuff because you never know. They are there.
Yeah.
It seemed like I went to Nome in '07 on the GPA thing there.
Oh,
And
you got to go to that.
oh, that's not there no more.
Yeah, I know, but you got to go. That's
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
wish you'd take.
here's the funny thing. So I went up there in '07, and I was part of the crew. So
Oh,
I
okay.
I was there for. So what they did is on crew. So I was there 3, 6. I was there 7 weeks. So what happens is you get a draw every week. You're on crew, so you get a draw every week, and then you got an extra draw every 3 weeks for being on the crew. So that means I got 7 draws total.
Mhm.
So I had 7 draws that I got to get in line of 100 and something people every week. So I had 7 draws. Then I worked the beach, probably a total of maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. I dredged for probably a total of a couple hours. I worked the high bankers probably a total of a couple hours. All of that combined together, I did not even get half an ounce of gold.
Really?
Really, it was that bad.
Wow. I
So
would have thought you'd have got that on the beach if you could find it in the right spot.
then that's true, but uh, it wasn't there. But now AKAU, man, just working that slick plate
Oh yeah.
and then the high bankers that they bring the dirt to you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But my problem was I spent too much time fishing, and so if I went back,
Oh.
I wouldn't fish. I shit back 45 pounds of fish. You
Oh,
know,
did you? Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a lot
Yeah.
of fish, so I wouldn't fish as much next time around. I'd maybe go out one time just to get something to eat it right then and there.
Right.
I
Yeah.
would spend all my time gold prospecting. I wished I would have did that. So,
Yes. The only thing that I wanted to do there that I couldn't do was to go out and beach mine. That was sort of one of the things that I wanted to do, and they didn't have a setup for it. They told me I could go down and bring some sand back up to camp, but
yeah.
they didn't have a setup, and I was like, I'm not carrying buckets of sand back,
Well, if you got some buckets on your ATV and go out there, But
Yeah.
yeah, see, that's the difference there because there they don't have the river like they did at AKU. I mean, Nome or GPA had a river there that you could dredge in, and then they had the beach right there too, so you could do your beach boxes and the streams to do stream solution. AKA you don't have that. AKU is more for, I would say, more for metal detecting, where the other one was more for other stuff. So I think AKAU is a better camp and is better
Oh
for
yeah.
gold.
Yeah. I mean, it's really a nice camp, especially even if you had somebody who didn't really like the outdoor stuff. It was still just a nice place to just even go to. Um,
Yeah, if you've never been, you at least got to go once. How many weeks did you go up there?
we just went one.
Oh, just 1 week.
Yeah. And that was a mistake. I wished I had gone several.
I think we were there for 2 weeks, if I remembered right. But yeah, you at least should go for 2 weeks.
Yeah. By the time we were getting into it and getting everything down and having fun, it was time to go.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Plus, if it gets into bad weather, like so when I went into Nome the first time with GPAA, we couldn't land because of the fog. So we
Mm,
had to go up to Kesabole or whatever that other town is and spent the night in the airport there. And then they said we would try it again the next day. And if we couldn't, then we would have went back to Fairbanks or Anchorage or wherever.
got you.
So,
Got you.
if you can't land, you're screwed. So, or if it's raining and you really, so yeah, you at least want to try to go for 2 weeks because if you get into any bad weather, then you're kind of screw yourself out of time and that. So,
Yeah, we had a friend that went. I guess that next year he went, and he said it rained most of his trip, so they were not happy.
oh. And then I've heard it's every other year. So 1 year is bad weather, like so if you're beach mining, because the rain bring all that stuff up on the beach, so you go in the opposite year. So it's every other year is when you want to go there for. I don't know. Somebody
Mm,
told me that once upon a time, but maybe we'll have to talk to Augie and maybe try to put together some type of special deal
yeah, that'd be great.
so we could get back up there again or something.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd like to do that. Like I said, I'd love to go back up. It was a really good trip. I really enjoyed it, and for no longer than we were there. It was just a relaxing trip for me.
It was, and said I enjoyed it, but I'd go out and I'd go nugget hunting or just drive around on the ATVs and just go. There's so many different places just to take off and go to and just detect here, detect there.
Did you drive up to Anvil Rock there?
I did.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a nice view from up there. We'll say
oh,
that.
I didn't drive all the way up to the top up there to look over. No, no,
Oh yeah,
I mean I saw it, but no, I didn't go up there.
we drove up there, and it was really nice view. You can see all of Nome. You could see Pomeranke's place. You could see everything. You can see just about everything from there.
Yeah. Is that where the old military thing was at?
Yeah, the White Alice site. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. From that's not an operation though anymore, is it?
No, that was Cold War stuff. That's done.
But don't they have anything there just in case if Russia came? I mean, Russia's right there. You can see Russia.
Yeah, it was more for communication. It was more like for phone communication type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Excuse
Just
me.
in case we get attacked by Russia, then it's right there. All right. Anybody got any questions for Thomas? He's a master of prospecting. So if you guys got any questions, now is the time to get all your questions answered. He
That's
can
right.
tell you stuff that you'd be amazed at the knowledge this man has.
Well, you'll be amazed at the answer I may give you.
Well, that's okay too. Because you know what they say, if you can't dazzle him with brilliance.
Yes, baffle him with the other stuff. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. No questions from Mr. Thomas. What time is it back here? Where you at? You're in Indiana?
Yep, it's probably close to 9. Well, it's a little after 9.
Whoa, man.
Yeah, we're 3 hour difference now, I think, if I remember right.
The other day, today's Wednesday, so Monday, I've seen this commercials on TV that said, so I'm with Verizon. I was paying $177 a month for my cell phone and my watch. And I see the ad on TV for T-Mobile that says they'll reduce my bill and pay off my iPhone. So I thought, well, crap, let me call him. So I talked to the guy and he says, oh, yeah, your bill will only be like Netflix and Disney and blah, blah. It'll only be $70. I said, well, hell, then let's do it. So I spent an hour and a half on the phone with these guys trying to get my phone transferred over. They couldn't some reason it wouldn't transfer. I had to call Verizon, get a PIN number. I had to call back and forth. Finally, they told me drive to the store because they have to validate. The nearest store is 2 hours away. So I drive to the store. They said, okay, you're all set up, blah, blah, blah. Now, that was Tuesday.
Right.
I get back home, and my phone says SOS. I have no service at all. So now I had to call back to T-Mobile, and they said, well, there's nothing we can do. You have to come back in. I said, I'm not driving back there another 2 hours to come in again to fix my phone. So I called Verizon. I spent probably an hour and a half with Verizon trying to transfer my phone back to Verizon. T-Mobile locked my phone, so I couldn't get my number back. So Verizon gave me a temporary number until I could get to the T-Mobile store where they would give me the PIN to unlock my phone. So I have a temporary. So I went to Lake Havasu today, another 2 hours away, to T-Mobile to get that. And then I called back to Verizon, and now they said it'll take 24 hours. So I'm still on a temporary number. Anyway,
wow.
Sometimes
that's the catch.
Yeah. Some things are not as cheap as you think that they are.
That sounds painful.
Oh, man. So 3 days later and hours on the phone. So I've lost 3 days, and I still don't have my phone. I should have never.
And you don't have service, right?
No, I've got service, but it's
okay.
Number. So
gotcha.
On my voicemail, I can't get my voicemail. Anybody that's texted me or messaged me, I don't get none of that until I get my number back.
Wow.
But
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, you're later there. All right, we'll let you go wrap up. If anybody don't have no more last minute questions for old Mr. Thomas. But before we let you go, got to ask you, Thomas.
Yep, let's hear it.
Somebody that's just starting out in gold prospecting, what's the best piece of advice you would give them?
Do your research. That's probably the best thing I can tell you to do. Because if you don't know where gold is, you're not going to find it. If you don't know where it's been found before, you're not going to find it.
That's probably very true. Very true. Let's see, I was supposed to give a shout out to the newest Patreon member, Wrench Repairs, was the newest Patreon, so I wanted to make sure I gave that shout out. Heck yeah, awesome show, heavy pans. Thanks, guys. Thank you, all you guys. So let me get to this part right up here. And all right, Thomas, we appreciate you coming in, hanging with us, buddy, sharing some stuff with us, man.
Hey, thank you, Jack. Thanks for the thinking of me.
Hey, anytime, Thomas. We love to talk to prospectors, man. We love prospecting. All right, you guys all take care. We appreciate all you guys hanging in. Please like, share, subscribe, follow us. Thomas's YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Please go to Facebook, like, share, subscribe to Facebook, follow on Facebook, follow every place. Get there, spread the word, become one big ass prospecting community. You guys all be safe out there. Take
That's
care.
right.
Our paths cross again. See you guys all. Bye. See you, Thomas. See you
All
guys.
right, all right, all right, guys.